Hi everyone, my name is Misha Cancio and I am the Executive Director for ChamberSOUTH. Today I have the honor and pleasure of introducing someone that I feel like I've known her branding longer than her, but we'll get to that. We have the president of Misha's Cupcakes, Misha herself, and we're just so excited to get to know her and what she's about.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad to meet you.
I feel like I've known you all my life.
You probably have.
Maybe through passing.
Right? Through eating, for sure.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, eating for sure.
Wild. Yes.
Misha's has been a part of my life for as long as I can remember.
I like that. That's cool.
And so it's just, I feel like it's been a sense of culture, like it brings people together, and maybe that's just the way I see it, but I'm sure it's the way maybe you wanted to make it happen.
I hope, right? That's a good thing.
So how is your, I guess, let's start off at the beginning, your nitty gritty, how you even, are there entrepreneurs in your life? Like, how did you kind of go into that and dabble into that? I know back then it must have been a little bit harder because the tech now is definitely way upgraded. I feel.
It's totally different. Yes.
But especially women in leadership, like there's just so many things.
So many things that have changed since then, right? Yeah. It's been 19 years. So 19 years ago.
About to be 20.
I know. So my daughter will turn 19 this year. And so that's when I had started. And she was a baby. And so I had, yes, my dad, he worked for himself. He did like stock market stuff, but he worked at home. So I was used to seeing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think everyone that I dated had eventually worked for themselves in some capacity. So it was a nice example. I kind of like that flexibility, right? But then I had my daughter and I wanted to stay home with her. And obviously, I came from that. But the reality is I didn't really end up staying home much after that. We joke that she says that I was gone for the first 5 years of her life. I'm like, okay.
She doesn't remember them. It's okay.
She doesn't remember them. I know. I do.
But it's a good start. I feel like that. I mean, you have a lot of guidance in terms of the entrepreneurship mindset.
True.
If you think you should teach or do something, I don't know if you do that already.
I would love to do that eventually. I think that'd be so interesting to be able to work with students that are at a level where they're interested in their futures, not necessarily.
Not 5.
Can't be 5. No, definitely not. But being a professor would be cool one day, Yeah. So we have other options in the future.
So is this something that, I guess, how did it grow? Like, did you only wanted to open it in Miami? Have you opened it in other places? Maybe we should do that.
Maybe we should. We should. We need someone to put some money back there. Yeah. When I started, it really was to be able to not have to go back to work. I mean, that didn't quite work out that way. And I had wanted to start and do, sell cupcakes from the house and then spend time with my daughter. But being a mom is not, it's not that easy.
Job and plus.
For real. It's like a lot. Yeah. And really, it became more like she would go with me when we would make deliveries, and she's a baby at this point. So I'll never forget taking her to Myra & Company. And I would walk in and I would be like, here, baby. They would take the baby. And this is back when Erica was younger, and now I think she runs it. And they all would pass Ella around, and then I would bring the cupcakes in and leave. And she really was part of my beginnings, I would go to Books and Books on the beach and drop her off with the girl at the front desk and then go get the cupcakes.
So nice, though.
It was weird when I think back to just the hustle of it, Yeah. And I didn't anticipate it would be here necessarily, because I always felt like, oh, well, we'll just make this grow, But now I have a different perspective on where and how I want to grow it in comparison to in the beginning.
Well, yeah, I feel like it's ever growing, especially with the rest of it, to make it make sense with your journey and with our times that are just nonstop.
So different. I mean, think about it. We've gone from people really going to stores and wanting to sit and eat and do whatever to people not really wanting to communicate. And it's more like an Uber type DoorDash thing versus the experience of Yeah.
I'm surprised you don't have, I know we were talking earlier about different cupcake places, but you should have your own vending machine.
I do.
Oh, but it's in store. But I mean, like,
But wait,
there's more.
There's more. There's more. Yes.
How exciting.
We do. We're really excited because.
Can I just buy one?
Well, do you have 20 grand? I guess you can.
Finesse it.
You can do that. That would be great. Well, they're super cool. And we literally have gone. You're speaking about the two that we have in the Aragon location, which are. They're a bite technology, and they're super cool. It's like a refrigerator. But those two, they're not really, they don't work for every location. So we can't put that in a mall or whatever. It could be good for a cafeteria in a hospital. But those that we're getting made now are through a company called PharmaBox. And their first vending machine was a PharmaBox. You can think of it, right?
Like healthcare things and first aids, and I've seen it at FIU.
Super cool. So they created a company called AmeriKiosks because they realized how they wanted to be able to have vending machines for other people to sell them. Because the vending machines, some of them are really not great. And we had experienced, literally, we've gone through 3 vending machine companies, and they're our 4th. The first 2, they didn't work. Like, we put one in Dayland and one at the University of Miami, and they literally barely worked. So then we switched out, got 2 new ones, and now we're on this company, and they're wonderful. So we're working with them.
That has worked out.
Oh my gosh, I'm super excited.
What a dream.
Beautiful. Yes. So we have 2 coming. They're ready. Now we just need to place them.
Do you know where you're placing them?
One's going to be at FIU.
Okay.
Not sure exactly where yet. We were speaking to Nova as well to put one in Nova.
Yeah.
Ideally, I would like to put them everywhere. You know,
just like a Starbucks in every corner and Misha's in every corner.
I love that. Yes. From your lips to God's ears.
I just have a vision for you.
Thank you. You can manifest with me.
Yes.
We'll manifest together. Yeah. So that's next.
Okay. Good project.
Yeah. Look at that. And see, it was in your brain.
You see? Just telepathy.
Exactly.
So what does it look like for your kids? Like, do they have the entrepreneur mindset? Do they want to work with mom? Like, just something completely different?
You know, Ella, she's 19 now, and well, she'll be 19 in a month. She's going to college at the University of Tampa, and she's
away
worked
from
with me.
mom.
Yeah, I know. I miss her a lot. It's weird to not have her with me because she's been with me always, you know. Even when I got divorced, she lived with me, so it was like this full time.
Piece of home.
Yeah. So she's not that far. I mean, Tampa's only 4 hours, but it does feel far.
Especially during traffic.
Seriously. Oh my gosh. Yes. My 4-hour trip turned to 6 the other day when I returned to Miami.
Might as well go to UF.
I know, right? Exactly. Would have been cheaper too, you know?
Probably.
Yeah. Did you go to UF?
No, absolutely not. What's FIU?
Oh, I love FIU.
But go Gators. Oh. Mostly Panthers, but go Gators.
Yes, go Panthers too. We do love our Panthers. Yeah. She actually worked after she graduated from high school. She got in for the spring. So she worked from May through January so that she could save for college. And then now she's there and she'll come back and she'll work in the summer. So she's
summer internship.
Yeah, well, I pay her. That's the thing. She's like, I'm not working for free.
Oh, the new thing,
right? But you know what? She's actually excellent. She's great. She's very good with the customers. And then I have Landon, he'll be 14 this summer, and he wants a phone. So I'm guessing he'll have to work.
Yeah,
because he's like
to save up. For
it. He's like, I should get a phone. Oh, for what?
For what? Just mom.
Yeah, exactly. Only me.
Or get him that Nokia, the 5 contact phone.
Oh my gosh. Or a flip phone.
Suffer with us.
Yes. Do you remember those?
Yeah, I had one.
Yeah, you did, didn't you? Yeah. Listen, a phone's a phone. I mean, right?
You have to choose your 5 people wisely.
Yeah, seriously. And I get to see who they are too.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So hopefully he'll do something this summer. He's very motivated, you know, he likes money. And then my youngest, he's 11, and he actually likes to bake. which is very sweet because he'll make things randomly and they're good. Generally, they have Oreos in them, and they're really
That's a good one.
Yeah, do you like an Oreo?
Oreo's my favorite. I guess I'm gonna have to try his Oreos.
Well, those are ours, but maybe he can make you
especially made.
Yeah, just for you. I will make them for you. I'll have them cut.
That. I'll hold you to that because now we have a video and it's gonna be forever going.
Cut that part. Cut. Promise. Okay.
Okay. So let's get back into your family. I mean, family is so important. I feel like I see all your pictures and you have that just family orientedness that you portray within your business and within your life. And I think that's so important. And so going into what the vision for Misha's Cupcake is in terms of business is if there's anyone, I know women in leadership is, I know I'm kind of bouncing around, but I just want to make sure it'll make sense.
Yeah.
And so women in leadership, it brings a whole different light to what we have, especially in Miami, and just coming into what do we actually want to do with the rest of our lives. And so you've done an amazing job so far in just being a mom and holding the different hats within your just business and leadership and community and branching out to other people. And so do you have any advice in terms of anyone who would like to go into that role or see themselves, or even if they don't see themselves because maybe they think it's too far-fetched, what does that look like?
I think when you said the last part about it being too far-fetched, I think that's all in our mind, right? Whatever. I mean, who would think that cupcakes would be a thing? Yeah. So if you look at how almost silly it is, then you could think that anything could be a business, right? That anything that you really put your dedication and your intentionality to. And I think that that's what it is now. My point in my almost 48, I realized that I did so much without intentionality, meaning, okay, I had to do something to have a source of income. So I did this. And then, you have children. Okay. And then you add another child on top of it. And you add a dog and you add a house and you add all these things to your life and realize that, wait a second, I'm making my own life so complicated. So if I can complicate my life, I can uncomplicate my life. And then if I can do all these crazy things, then I can do a business too, right? So women need to realize that they can reach out for support. They can go to their local university. They can totally do whatever they want to do and not think that there's these limitations. Granted, there are people that you encounter that then try to limit you with the way that they judge and they think. But that's something that once you get a little thicker skin, it's not, it shouldn't affect, right?
Yeah.
But I think that, look at you. How many years ago would you not be in this position, right, as a woman? So we've come really far. And even since I started the business, there's been so many changes with respect to the way that women approach business and approach their work life. I, quite frankly, dealt with some really not so nice dudes when I first started. And now we try to really work with people that we like and people that are kind and people that understand who we are as a business. And you can't always do that in the retail area, but you can with your vendors and you can with your landlords, and you can choose people that you're in line with the values of those people, right? And that's where we are right now.
Definitely.
That was long-winded. Sorry.
No, it's philosophical.
Oh, yes. Cute.
No, I appreciate your insight. I think it comes to a point that you're just like, at one point, how do you look for even mentorship? How do you look for someone who's willing to kind of help you grow within that field without being like, oh, but you want to take my business? Like, instead of having that trusting mindset to know that there are leaders in the community and there are people who are just willing to partake in your growth and not trying to tear you down because of whatever reason. So that's definitely
what you're saying is, it's so interesting because there are people who are like that, right? Who don't want to help you, or who do see you as a threat or make it weird. And when you are looking to them as like an example or just for guidance or for advice, maybe it's their own insecurity that makes them unhelpful or unwilling. But then it's really figuring out, okay, where do I go where I feel connected to that person? And it might not be the person that you thought, but they might just kind of appear. And for me, the mentors that I've had they've been people that I've worked with and that it's funny, like I look to the people that I work with now. Most of them are younger than I am. But my COO, she and we really work well together. And she's the kind of person that holds me accountable for things. And then also kind of when I get like, oh, she's like, hey, let's rein it back in, you know?
Eat a cupcake.
Yeah, like, hey, girl. And it's good because you need those people within your business. But then I found that through FIU, because I was approached by them to work with the alumni and to kind of get involved in the school years ago, I met so many amazing people there.
Did you go to FIU too?
I did. I went to FIU for my master's. Yes.
I love that.
Yes, I know. You know, and some of the professors there, there's been some very special people. One in particular for me, she's whom I consider a mentor, a friend, but she had a business. It was like a video game business and she ended up selling it and she wanted to be a professor. So she's at, the business school there. And the other day I had joined WeBank, which is a women's business enterprise, blah, blah, blah. It's a great organization, even though I can't say all the words in it, but it's for women business owners. And it has all these wonderful opportunities for programs and accelerators. And like, for example, if you want to get into Target has an accelerator, but they offer it to the WeBank certified women business owners. And they had a program I wanted to be part of. It was to create your business plan and your like investment deck, right? Well, there were the financial parts that I was like, oh, this sucks. I don't want to do this. So I asked my friend Seema at FIU, and she's like, that's what I teach in my class. So it was great. It's like, okay, but it has to be a person that you feel good with. Yeah. Because like there's things that you want to ask people that you're embarrassed to ask because you think you're supposed to know, but like, why? Right? But then it's the way that they make you feel if they're not nice about it. So it's finding the right one that's your mentor.
Definitely.
Like a good match.
Sounds like we're big FIU advocates.
I am. Yeah. It's been good to me after. Yeah. And you?
No, FIU all the way. Pause up forever.
Cute.
Okay, so I feel like there's just so much to you that I feel like I can go on forever, but just I'm grateful that you've been able to come on and just be a part of the show. And now you get to be, you're welcome. And now you get to be a part of ChamberSOUTH, your new member. And so what does that look like for community, like bringing in Misha's into a whole different light? I feel like I just grew up with it, but now I get to be professional with it and it's more exciting.
It's awesome.
What is that? Like what type of goals do you have that you would want to expand or...
Well, we were part of the Coral Gables Chamber for a while. And I think what happened with all these chambers is that we haven't been active in our membership, right? And so we determined now, okay, we're going to be active within these memberships so that then we can network and get to know our community more, not just in the way that, we do a lot of donations and a lot of charitable things. But since we're so focused in the business, it's time to focus a little bit outside of the business. And we've asked our managers to connect with the chambers so that then they as well can feel like they're part of the community and connect with other business owners within, like the South Miami area, the Gables area, the Miami Lakes, and then really be able to kind of spread our cupcake around. You know what I mean? And
A little bit of happiness.
A little bit, yeah, yeah. And instead of just being like, okay, put our heads down and we're working, it's to finally like take a look up and see what's around us and, spread the wings a little bit. So with respect to what we can do with the Chamber of Commerce, that's something that I can ask you and ask you all how we can be more connected and how we can serve as well.
Well, this is a good start. So we are on the show. And so our chamber specifically services a few different areas. And so I think that's where you get to be able to experience different businesses in the different service areas. So we cover everything from the border of Coral Gables to the border of Homestead to 147. There's a lot of land, a lot of people. I feel like a lot of people don't know that they can connect to the different cities. They want to hone in on their niche, and totally understandable. But if you want growth in other places, I think that's where it kind of helps in connecting. Absolutely. And going to we have so many events and I can share them all with you.
Thank you. Okay.
And so going into that, I know a lot of people have been like, I've gotten so many referrals from your chamber, or I've gotten to meet different people that maybe their neighbor might need something, or things like that kind of help with just word of mouth or the social media, and just it's an ever growing community for sure.
I like that. Thank you. Yeah, we want to be part of that.
Definitely. I cannot wait to see you more.
Thank you. The same to you.
I'll be like Misha and her cupcake. Not Misha's cupcake.
That's funny. Okay, I'll always carry them for you.
Well, I can just be next. You're inspirational.
Well, there's stuff in there too, so that you can.
Not just a pretty box.
No, it's just not a pretty box, but yeah.
So now we'll get to know you a little bit more.
Okay.
And just some rapid fire questions. Who is your celebrity crush?
Oh, like a man or a woman?
Anyone.
Oh, well, Gerard Butler.
Oh,
I just love him.
Okay. That is a different one. What is your favorite ice cream?
Cookies and cream.
Okay.
But it makes my stomach hurt.
Is that where the Oreo comes
in? I love an Oreo. Yes, that is, yes.
So then what's your favorite food?
Stone crab. And
you went from Oreos to stone crab.
And mix that up together. That's like that's gross.
No, can't have that at the same time. Different days.
Gross. Yeah.
What is one bucket list item that you're trying to either fulfill this year or soon?
Well, I want to go to Egypt. Dying to go to Egypt. I'm fascinated by the Egyptian stuff. Yes, totally. The pyramids and everything. I just think it's fascinating. And then I want to make some moves within the business that I'm enthusiastic about. So
worldwide.
Oh wow! Isn't that like reserved for Pitbull 305?
Oh, true. Dale.
Yeah. You're funny.
True. Maybe you can be the miss.
Oh hey. Okay. I think he has a few misses though.
Be your own brand.
Yeah.
Do you prefer coffee or tea?
Coffee.
With nothing, or like do you put cream and sugar, whipped cream? Like
I use pistachio milk.
Okay,
so good.
That is really cool.
Yeah, I have an espresso.
Do you have that in your shop?
No, I have it at my house. So you can come to my house, but
okay. We escalated our friendship.
Oh my god, we're totally like now having breakfast together.
I am so excited. It's definitely a whole new, like from walking into the door until now, it's just a lot of upgrade.
Yes, totally. Yeah.
Are you a dog person or a cat person?
Dog. I don't have a dog. I used to have a dog, but I
love how that's a follow-up.
Yeah. Just, what are you?
I'm a dog person.
Okay.
I have an Australian Shepherd. Beautiful. And just turned 1.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice.
Well, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for the community. Our ChamberSOUTH Spotlight show happens every week. And so we'll be connecting with leaders amongst the community. And we're so excited to meet people like Misha all over town. We have events coming up every single month, and we're so excited to just welcome you in. Please let us know if you have any questions. If you wanted to come in and talk to us, you're more than welcome to. And so we'll see you next time. Thank you.